Tired of the same old tourist traps? Craving a unique adventure that won't break the bank? Then buckle up, because we're diving into the top 10 most underrated cities for tourists. These hidden gems offer jaw-dropping sights, vibrant cultures, and authentic experiences that will blow your mind. Let's get into it. Düsseldorf, Germany. Düsseldorf is a city that is often overshadowed by its more famous neighbors such as Berlin, Munich, or Cologne, but the city has a lot to offer, especially for culture lovers. Düsseldorf is home to some of the best museums, galleries, and art scenes in Germany, where you can admire the work of artists like Gerhard Richter, Kraftwerk, and Joseph Beuys. You can also enjoy the lively nightlife, the elegant shopping, and the delicious cuisine of the city, which has a mix of German, French, and Japanese influences. And don't forget to check out the Rhine River, which runs through the city and offers beautiful views and activities. Seoul, South Korea. Seoul is a city that has a perfect balance of tradition and modernity, and you can experience both without spending a fortune. Seoul has some of the most impressive temples, palaces, and monuments in Asia, where you can learn about the history and culture of Korea. You can also explore some of the most futuristic attractions and entertainment in the world, such as the skyscrapers, the shopping malls, the theme parks, and the K-pop shows. And if you're looking for some nature and relaxation, you can visit some of the lovely parks, gardens, and mountains that surround the city. Darwin, Australia. Darwin is a city that is often overlooked by tourists who flock to Sydney, Melbourne, or Perth, but the city has a lot to offer, especially for adventure seekers. Darwin is the gateway to some of the most stunning natural wonders in Australia, such as the Kakadu National Park, the Litchfield National Park, and the Tiwi Islands. You can also enjoy some of the best wildlife, beaches, and sunsets in the country, as well as some of the most diverse and friendly people who come from different backgrounds and cultures. Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul is a city that has a rich and diverse history, but also a vibrant and dynamic present. Istanbul is the bridge between Europe and Asia, and you can see the influence of both continents in its architecture, art, and cuisine. You can marvel at some of the most majestic buildings and landmarks in the world, such as the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, the Topkapi Palace, and the Grand Bazaar. You can also enjoy some of the most colorful and aromatic markets and streets in the world, where you can find a variety of spices, carpets, ceramics, and souvenirs. And if you're looking for some relaxation and wellness, you can try some of the famous Turkish baths, massages, and teas. Valpai, India. Valpai is a city that is often ignored by tourists who prefer the more popular destinations in India, such as Delhi, Mumbai, or Goa. But the city has a lot to offer, especially for nature lovers. Valpai is located in the Western Ghats, a mountain range that is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a biodiversity hotspot. You can see some of the most amazing flora and fauna in the world, such as elephants, tigers, leopards, monkeys, and birds. You can also enjoy some of the most scenic and serene landscapes in the world, such as tea plantations, waterfalls, lakes, and forests. Quena, Ecuador. Cuenca is a city that is often overshadowed by its more famous counterparts, such as Quito, Guayaquil, or Galapagos, but the city has a lot to offer, especially for culture and history buffs. Cuenca is one of the oldest and most beautiful cities in South America, and it has a UNESCO World Heritage Site status for its colonial architecture, churches, and museums. You can also enjoy some of the best food, music, and festivals in the country, as well as some of the most friendly and hospitable people. Muscat, Oman. Muscat is a city that is often overlooked by tourists who favor the more glamorous and flashy cities in the Middle East, such as Dubai, Abu Dhabi, or Doha. But the city has a lot to offer, especially for those who want to experience the authentic and traditional side of the region. Muscat is a city that has a rich and diverse heritage, and you can see it in its mosques, forts, souks, and palaces. You can also enjoy some of the best beaches, mountains, and deserts in the world, as well as some of the most delicious and exotic food and drinks. Kaz Plateau, India. Kaz Plateau is a city that is often unknown to tourists who visit the more famous attractions in India, such as the Taj Mahal, the Red Fort, or the Golden Temple. But the city has a lot to offer, especially for those who love flowers and nature. Kaz Plateau is a plateau that is covered with thousands of different species of wildflowers, creating a colorful and spectacular sight. You can also see some of the most rare and endangered animals and birds in the world, such as the Indian bison, the giant squirrel, and the hornbill. And if you're looking for some adventure, you can also trek, camp, and bike in the area. Champai, India. Champai is a city that is often unheard of by tourists who visit the more popular destinations in India, such as Jaipur, Agra, or Varanasi. But this city has a lot to offer, especially for those who want to explore the unspoiled and untouched beauty of the country. Champai is located in the state of Mizoram, which is one of the least visited and most remote states in India. You can see some of the most stunning and diverse landscapes in the world, such as hills, valleys, rivers, and forests. You can also experience some of the most unique and fascinating cultures and traditions in the world, such as the Mizo tribe, who have their own language, music, and dance. Zero Valley, India. Zero Valley is a city that is often missed by tourists who visit the more crowded and commercialized destinations in India, such as Goa, Kerala, or Shimla. But the city has a lot to offer, especially for those who want to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and enjoy the peace and tranquility of nature. Zero Valley is a valley that is surrounded by green hills and rice fields, creating a picturesque and serene setting. You can also meet some of the most friendly and hospitable people in the world, such as the Apatani tribe, who have their own distinctive culture, lifestyle, and appearance. And that's it for today's video, guys. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more travel fun and excitement. And don't forget to comment below and let us know which of these cities you would like to visit and what underrated activities you would like to do there. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.